Hey you, and welcome to the last in the series of Quillbriar, All the Things. So we have seen Leckley in the south, we have seen the eastern part, we have seen the western part, we have seen most of the central old world part, and now there's a little bit more going on that's kind of well, I'm just calling it the northern part. So up here, we have Whitehall, and here was the kind of tri-country area of Sakura, Ravenstone, and Gold Garden. And then north of them, we're getting into some other kind of interesting things. I think our first stop is going to be over here in Impact Crater's world of Frostiana. Now, he's done a lot, and a lot of it won't show because it's built right down into the trees here. You can see there are little bits and bobs all along the way. You'll see just the top of the roofs. They're kind of hard to see, but he's got a like a whole farming section tucked away in all of this somewhere. And yeah, it's really hard to see on this map, but the big strokes, okay. He's got this palace here. I don't know that it has a name yet. But man, can you get lost in this place? And it is so funny when he's trying to find his way out or take something to a certain room to work on, because it's not all furnished inside yet. I think it's mostly completed, but not entirely. And he can't find out. He's lost himself. It is so big and so fun. And again, there was a mountain here, and he just had to remove it to be able to flatten a place to build that in. So lots of work, yes, done in survival. And through the front here, there's all these gardens underneath the trees and seating areas and all kinds of stuff that you can't see because the trees are covering it. But there is a massive amount of work that went in just under there. Now there is his stables. The horses, this is really pretty. I saw this and said, okay, that's it, I've got to go home and change the royal stud farm, because this one's way nicer. So I may have to make some changes because of him. And then you get up into this little village area here. You've got this gorgeous little schoolhouse, which is so pretty from the other side. And we've got these little, like at the intersection of places, these are these little covered spots. Little houses here, a big inn, huge inn again over here, where I'm pretty sure I have a suite here too. Yeah. All along under here is a whole market area with little stalls and things like that, and it's all covered in the trees. There's blacksmith shops, and there's different buildings along the side. I believe this is the town hall. It sort of has this, no, this is library. That's right, this is this amazing library, and I think I have a recording of this somewhere in if not, I will get one soon. It's really pretty. So you've just got floor after floor of library, and then there's a special wing that was built on later over there. This is a thing he's just working on now. I haven't seen this, in real life yet. But there is some sort of beach biodome here. Now, he's got a lot of cold in his area and a lot of snow. So, you know what? I don't think I can blame him for wanting to have a place to warm up occasionally. So he's got something going on in there, and I've got to get over to see that. And then he built this entire village up on the, the series of hills again. And everybody on the server has their own little house that they can claim in here. Very nice. This one here is mine. Now the little shed is for the pink sheep that I found tied to my front porch. And I have a cat, which I called Rainy because it was raining a lot at the time. And I also have a giant purple snake that lives in this house, all thanks to Impact Crater. And then I heard some comment about, laughing with him and the other guys, wondering how many weird animals he could he could force me to live with by giving gifts. So the 3 was enough. Yes, I think so. Absolutely. Now he's got something else going on down here at the bottom of the hill, and honestly, I don't have a clue what this is. Don't know that I've been over to see this. I am guessing this is some sort of farming thing. I wonder if that was his You know what? That might have been his orchard. He's got this big orchard somewhere, and it was all automated back when we had a mod that would allow that, where he would, you know, pick things and he just put it in a chest. He didn't have to carry it anywhere in the chest, and it would go down some chute, go to some underground thing, and a light would go on and tell him when there was, you know, stuff to pick up. And it was really kind of cool. And unfortunately, that doesn't exist anymore. That might be it. I don't have I don't know. I have no idea where that was. I've been here, but yeah, I don't know. And then his lighthouse, of course, which I think is so beautiful. I love this man's lighthouse. This one and the one over in Whitehall. Every time I see them, I actually kind of have a moment where I just stop and go, oh, it's so pretty. And the lights work, of course. They come on at night and they do flash around and all the cool things. So as you can see, there are more houses and things in here from when he first started. There's little bits and bobs going along, and he's got this whole boardwalk and a road that comes up, you know, through the spruce forest there, and they converge over here to this amazing bridge. Now, he had another bridge here, and he only had it here, so again, survival. He wanted to cross this expanse, so he built a bridge over it so he could come over here to do mining, you know, that was different from what he had available at home. Now, the problem with this later is over here is Whitehall, and we have all these big ships. Timber Fund's amazing yacht, which I've got to show you the inside of at some point, but the ships couldn't get through. And if you back up and look, there really isn't any way out of this. You know, we're surrounded by land all the way here. The closest you get is this swampy area, and I suppose we could have done like a Suez Canal type thing and then another one through here, but there's no way out of this if that's blocked. So he tore it down. Because our boats do work and we like to go sailing on occasion, and he built this big beautiful arch so that our boats would fit underneath. So you know, hats off to the guy for making it that easy for all the rest of us. That was kind of freaking awesome. I loved it. That was really good. So just a little bit further north is Crispy Druid's space. And Crispy hasn't been building a lot in a while. And this really doesn't do his area justice either. His towers, everything he builds will be at the edge of a cliff or kind of sticking out at the edge of some horrible mountain, and you're going to have to climb, you know, ladders to get to places. It is so easy to die at Crispy Druid's place. You're never bored. You go over for tea, you may never get out. But, you know, there it is. That's his little spot in the world. And if we go just a little bit to the west here, and this one is harder to see because he's got it tucked into the forest so well. Now, when Jim joined us, Elder Jim joined us, he said he wanted to be in a jungle biome. So this was one of the biggest ones I could find, literally. Oh, nothing there. And I popped him down in a portal up here and said, well, have fun with that, because I find jungles really hard to build in. And he has just gone with it, and he's got it tucked into the actual part of the jungle so well that there is no way to get a sense of what is going on here. Go watch the recordings, okay? We've got this big Aztec temple. There are other Aztec type temples. These are actually, I believe, two separate ones with walkways between them. You have to climb up a mountain to get from one to the other. He didn't want to clear space for gardening. He really wants to keep everything tucked into the jungle. So he's got these floating gardens for food, which again, it was an Aztec or Mayan, I don't remember, but it was something historically accurate. They actually did that. He's got this semi-ruin of a tower over here. He's some other things, and again, you have to be there. There are walkway. Oh, here we go. We can just sneak up and see these little walkways tucked in here and there that you can barely see even when you're there, and you will be wandering through the jungle. There's underground tunnels connecting all these places. You'll be going through the jungle and you'll see ruins off in the side of some giant statue's head laying there, and things like that. Again, done in survival, absolutely amazing, breathtakingly beautiful. And for some guy that says, well, I've only, you know, ever played a few maps where I survive for a couple of days, I've never really built anything in Minecraft other than a hole to stay in for the night. Man's doing good. This is really, really nice stuff. So we are going to finish off heading north, and it gets a little trickier. Okay, here we go. This is Kaz. Kaz is a very, serious student who is school and study and the rest of it, and she's not been with us much lately. Again, not really sure if that's going to change or not at this point, but when she was here, the girl is amazing. So she started out in a swamp, which was her choice, and built some things you can't see very well there. And then she's got some gardening areas going on here. You can see there are roads heading off to the west here. She started building this beautiful castle, this lovely bridge to get to it. I haven't been over there in a while, and I'm going to have to go over and do some recording. The ship wasn't there last time I was here. None of this was here, and the roofs are missing, but you can tell they're supposed to be there. There's some sort of little village center. Don't know what's going up here, but I know it'll be pretty because the lady can build. I mean, look at the lines on this castle. It's graceful. It's beautiful. You've got all these different levels and layers built right into the side of this little peninsula, and it's just beautiful, beautiful stuff. So I'm going to have to get over there and do some recording really soon and check out what she's been up to lately because it's kind of pretty. And then we had... Okay, I have to back up. I get lost here. Where? Somewhere in here. Where are we? Hello, Timberfawn. Here we go. And then we have Timberfawn's world over here. And again, a lot of hers isn't going to show on this map, unfortunately, because she has built like a whole village type thing into the side of a wall. It's like a bunch of little adobe building, apartments and stuff, but right into the side of a mountain. And this is a very mountainous area here too. This is a floating island sort of thing. There is a portal at the bottom which pops you up. My house, my yard, a place for me to stay, when I'm in town, with some incredible views. Let me tell you, it is so pretty from up there. This is a wall and tower she's building, and this is an entrance into an underground kingdom again, and it is massive. It is so big. I mean, any one of her rooms could be like a small village somewhere or something. It's really, really big. And if you go the other way and start heading off over here, and I believe her portal station is around in here someplace. Can't remember, maybe in this. But you come out and you see this gorgeous arch, just beautiful from the ground. I mean, it absolutely knocks you down. It's so pretty. We have a watchtower on the hill. You come into a farming area, her barn, now, and her wee little stable. The girl likes animals. She has horses in real life, and she likes the horses, and she's got, I think it was her that had the first elephants tamed to ride, and wyverns as well. So she's big on the mounts. Yes. And she builds accordingly. So you got this beautiful little farmhouse or something going on here for the fields, and then barns and just stables and things. And her, like I said, she's got a lot of stuff built into the side of this mountain, but the main build for her is all underground, so we can't see that right now. Oh well. You'll just have to watch the recordings because it's pretty nice. Now, somewhere in here, out here, I don't know where, there is an island that Arquise is building on, and it's a big one. I have no idea where it is. I don't have a clue. I'll never find it. Yeah, anyway, it's out there somewhere. I've got a waypoint to it when I'm in game, but I can't find it now. Now, if we go way the blazes up north, Arquise is starting a new colony up here. Now, there's not a lot done yet. He's just got a little bit. But from the one thing I like about it is from this waterfall area, if you were on top of the hill here, you can look across the strait and you can see the fairgrounds. So our Harvest Festival fairgrounds, you can actually catch the view off in the distance. It's all misty. It's really pretty. Very, very nice. So you can see he's got a lot of things here and there, little markers for whatever it is he's building. I don't know what that is yet, but we have a bridge here. There's some things going up. He's got a road. He's got a building there, another little bridge, something going on up here. The man obviously got an entirely new village in the planning. Oh, there's something else tucked over there. So he's working. This is just brand new. It's a brand new colony. I don't know the name of it. I don't know if it's just going to be, you know, called New Gold Garden or something like that, or it's going to have its own name, but that's a new section he's working on. And this is, of course, the Fall Festival Fairgrounds. I know we have a name for it. I don't remember what it is, but, you know, there it is. Isn't that cool? You know, the roller coaster works. There's various games and different things. This water slide thing was so much fun. In here, there were elephant rides, wyvern rides, pony rides, petting zoo, different shops and things, haunted house with lots of little things that move to scare you and terrify you and do things to you. There was another little ride back here based on the number 42. And, you know, lots and lots of fun things. This is our first national park. This is Waters National Park. Look at this across the way. How come I never noticed that before? Well, I think I just made that officially part of Waters because that's kind of cool. Look at that little, yeah, it looks like it might open right through there. Okay, so this is part of Waters National Park. I will be building a lodge, a main lodge here, which I haven't gotten to. We have a little tent camping area here. Up here in the rocks somewhere is like cave suites, and there will be a few little cabins. I will be, you know, planting a few more trees in a couple of places, but for the most part, this is all about the water. There are waterfalls everywhere. This place is just polluted with waterfalls. If you come along the coastline, the views are beautiful. If you are walking anywhere, the views are beautiful. And that is our first national park. So you'll be able to visit the lodge soon, you know, do some camping, go have a roller coaster ride that night, get some cotton candy, you know, got some good times. You can always portal back to Whitehall and walk along the boardwalk. You know, stay in one of the houses here. I do have a house that I'm building here. I have a suite in the palace at Whitehall, which apparently has become the official name somehow. It's just the palace at Whitehall. So that's it. So this is Quillbriar in all its awesomeness. The stories that are being built, the lore that is being written, the history that is being created. This is not just, you know, let's kill each other. Although we're opening a second server to do that with. We will have, you know, the Murder and Mayhem server, or Death and Mayhem, whatever. We got to come up with a name for it. But yeah, we will be opening a second server for events and scary bits. This is the world we live in. You have now, I think, oh, you have not seen all of it. I have forgotten something up here in the corner. Head wound, I am so sorry. I knew I was forgetting something and I couldn't remember where it was. Over here we have head wounds. What's it going to say? World of Wonders. And I'm not sure if these are little concession stands, if he is building something that is going to be a massive amusement park. I'm not really sure what he's got planned here. It's not my country. If you guys have not seen the recording of this dome with this lava thing that happens, go watch it. It needs big epic music, and we will be having events inside of there. Ew, see, I just get goosebumps up the back just looking at it sitting there quiet because it was awesome. It was just like, that is so cool. And again, built-in survival. He has a way to get to the top of the dome, pour down one bucket of lava, and this thing happens. It is just gorgeous. And this almost positive has like a tower built around it. I'm not sure, maybe that's it. I don't know, but this is a biodome sort of thing. On top we have a desert biome, and you know, you've got the different plants and stuff that you can walk through in here. Very, very nice. You take the elevator up, lots of fun. Not sure what else he has planned in here, but I have no doubt at all that it's going to be interesting. And he has been taken away from that because he's doing the snow dome over Winterfrost, so he's been busy helping out me. So there we are, Quillbriar. My friends, my neighbors, people who are starting to feel like family. We are opening a Elder Scrolls Guild the minute the game opens. Yes, I have pre-ordered all the things, the biggest pack possible. I will have a white mount to ride. That was what did me in. I had to do it. It's a white mount. I had to do it, right? So we will be opening a guild. These people will be the ones making up the officers of that guild, but it will be open to, you know, Headwound has a channel, Colorslide now has a Twitch channel, Emma has a Twitch channel and a YouTube channel. Hag Yorkie, of course, with what he's doing, the guild will be open to all of their subscribers and followers as well. So we hope to have a great big play, and certainly mine. You guys are invited to come and play Elder Scrolls Online with us if you would like to do that. We will be filming a lot. It will probably be a daily thing, either with me and or Briarstone, back and forth. There will be a lot of recording going on in the guild. You know, it's have fun. Whoever invited you, that will be the person you go to if you're having problems or you need something. The rules will be simple, pretty much the same ones as the ones for Quillbriar. I expect you to behave like a mature adult. I don't care if you're 10. You will be required to behave. You will be required to not say things that are sexist, rude, mean, racist, whatever. And I am really, really strict about some things. You know, the idea, oh man, we totally raped that mod. I will dump your back end. You will be tossed out of the guild. It's just, there's better ways of saying things like that. There's some words you just don't go to, and that's one of them. So I will expect mature behavior, no matter how old you are. No drama, no whining. If you want something done, then I strongly suggest you go out and do that. You know, we want to put a run together for a dungeon. Good, that was your idea. You go do that. I want an event that does blah, blah, blah. Awesome. You want that event, you go plan that event, and I'll be happy to come. So I will expect a lot of responsibility, and a lot of kindness, a lot of real, you know, we're all nice people, and I hope that we're attracting a lot of nice people, or certainly that's been my experience. I love the people on my channel. You guys are so nice to me. I keep getting messages about, I've read your comments. You've got to have like the nicest people in YouTube. There's none of all the other stuff you see, and I really do appreciate that, and I hope to take that kind of energy into Elder Scrolls, where we can have hundreds of people in a big, massive guild and just have tons and tons of fun with role-playing if you want, or not, your choice, where you can have guild events, where we can have our own internal contests, where we can create, you know, personal quests of our own that flesh out our characters and make them more than just run to the top and I got the loot and I'm done. Or if you want to do that, you can certainly go off and do that too, but I expect you to go off and do that. So, I don't know. I'm really looking forward to it. I've had a guild in World of Warcraft since 2006, and it was amazing, and I learned a lot about, you know, people and big groups and things like that, and I'm hoping some of what I learned can translate into this, and it'll be a chance for me to get to know you guys a whole lot more. So it will be open to all of our subscribers, for the whole group in here. Kind of, you know, the Quillbriar network of online gaming people, you know, YouTube and Twitch channels and stuff like that. So, gosh, I'm looking forward to that. It's like 4 more months. How will I live? How will I survive? But we'll just have to do that. So anyway, I hope to see you, you know, in the channel. I hope to see you during live streams, and I hope at some point to see you in Elder Scrolls Online and you come to play. So this is the end of Quillbriar, all the things. And now when you are seeing bits and pieces of recordings, you will have some sense of where that fits into the world. At least I hope it's made it a little more fun for you. So until I see you next time, thank you for being part of this channel. I love you to death. Leave your comments. Please hit like. It makes me feel so good. And, you know, live your life happy and build it beautiful. Bye-bye.